Congolese community in Lansing. Communauté Congolaise Lansing. Mister, come on, start clapping right now. Start clapping right now. Mister, Freddie. In Yimbe.
We want justice for Patrick. Racism against skin color.
Racisme contre batu beusi
is an epidemic in law enforcement in the United States of America. The police officers who are there to protect and serve
our police end
up taking the lives of African Americans and living many families have broken. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Fred Nyembwe. The president of the Congolese community in Lansing, Michigan. On behalf of the Congolese community and the Dioya family, our hearts are very broken about the tragic death of our son Patrick Dioya, who was shot at point blank by the Grand Rapids police officer on April 4th, 2022 at 8 a.m. It is very sad thinking that we came to America from a safe place, escaping the war and violence that are tearing our community apart. Little we knew coming to America will end life of Patrick. When I think about what happened to Patrick Dioya, this question always rises up in my mind. If Patrick Dioya was a 26-year-old white man, was he going to lose his life at the end of the white officer? Or was he going to save his life? We have lost a precious son, nephew, lovely brother, and friend because of the racism that's tearing our community apart. On behalf of the Congolese community, our heart is broken. If the police officer protecting the life of Patrick Dioya like the life of a white man, Patrick will still be alive. As I am coming to the conclusion, I will say racism against skin color
So, you know, maybe they'll see that later on.
Thank you. May God bless you.
You ain't doing a job, you look like
right now, definitely I have the privilege and honor to bring to the stage. Baba yake na familia iko hapa. I would love Peter Dioya Family will make their way to the stage before Mr. Joy. Tama mkuu hapa, panda hapa, as well as all the BLM leads. I need y'all to keep the energy going along the whole entire time. You welcome to this microphone, Mr. Peter Bioya.
All right, I finally got it, y'all. So here we go. We already here right now.
Show some support. Show some.
Fly City. Fly out. Listen, we out here at the state capitol, activating people. We out here with the Memorial family. Everybody standing in solidarity, making sure that we represent, and ensure that we stop all this foolishness that's taking place in this community. Not only just in this community, in our community, urban communities alike. You gotta really stand up. Everybody gotta stand up. Everybody gotta be about it. The time is not. We can't wait for somebody to do the work for us. I ain't waiting on nobody to do the work for us. Roll your sleeves up, get activated, and get in the streets and make it happen today.
All right. You got something to say? What you gotta say? This Fly City blackout.
They know people are tired of fighting. Like, people need to do their jobs that they were elected to do. It's an election year. Either do something or don't. That's all I gotta say.
All right.
We kept all of us like a family because we were running away and to have a safe place in America. Tukawazia kama tukifika hapa Amerika tutakuwa tumesave maisha yetu. And we thought that if we came here to America we will be saving our life. Lakini kwa kitu cha kushangaza, what is so amazing and astonishing, tarehe 4 ya mwezi huu wa 4, April 4th, 2022, mtoto wangu Patrick ameuawa na ofisa mkubwa wa polisi. My son Patrick was shot and killed by the officer police of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Kitu kimetea uchungu sana familia nzima. What is so painful and heartbroken to the entire family, na community yetu yote ya Wakongomani, and the entire community of Congolese, pia watu wote weusi, and all the black African American, all the black people, all the white, pamoja na wengine ambao wanaonekana wana ngozi nyeusi. And for all of those who have a black skin color, kweli haya yaliyonitokea, what has happened to me, yameniumiza sana, has broken my heart. Na siwezi nikapenda, and I cannot want yafikie mzazi mwingine kama mimi, and wish this to another parent like me, kwani yameniumiza sana, because my heart is really broken. Tumekuja hapa tunajua kama tumekuja kuyasave maisha yetu. We came here because we knew that we would be safe here. Lakini tumeenda kumpoteza mtoto wetu wa kwanza Patrick. But we came here to lose our son, our firstborn son Patrick. Tunalia sana. We are crying a lot, we are mourning a lot. Patrick alikuwa kijana mwenye nguvu. Patrick was a very strong boy, mtumishi. He was a very hard working guy. Mtu wa kusaidia familia yake. He was a very loving for the family and helping the family. Ndugu zake wote hapa walikuwa wanamtegemea yeye, because all his siblings were depending on him. They knew that they had a big brother. Yeye alikuwa kama sasa mdogo wangu. And Patrick became like my youngest brother. Nilikuwa najua kama yeye ndo atakuwa kiongozi wa ndugu zake. And I knew that Patrick would be the one taking the lead of the family if I'm not here. Lakini maajabu sana kuona Patrick ameuawa na askari polisi ambaye angemchungia maisha yake. What's so amazing is to see how Patrick was killed by a police officer, the same person supposed to be protecting his life. Basi kwa kweli, just to say it, the truth, naomba justice juu ya mtoto wangu. I'm asking for justice for my son Patrick. Naomba unisaidie nipate sheria juu ya Patrick. I need justice for my son Patrick. Naomba sheria juu ya Patrick. I need justice for my son Patrick. Thank you so much. My name is Dorcas Lioya. I am the mother of Patrick. My heart is very deeply broken. Like all the mothers that are here, you know the pain of child when you give birth. But the pain that I'm feeling here is double, and what I can say double compared to the pain that I had when I was giving birth to Patrick. Because my heart is really broken, deeply broken. I thought that I brought my kid here so they can have a safe place and they can be safe here. We run away there because I know that there was a violent killing war. But I'm so surprised to see that this is where I came to lose my son. I'm asking justice for my son, Patrick. I'm asking justice for my son, Patrick. I'm just asking justice for my son, Patrick. Thank you so much.
Patrick. When I say Patrick, you say divine. Patrick.
Divine.
Patrick.
Divine.
Patrick.
Divine.
Patrick.
Divine.
And that's the energy we need when we speak about Patrick's name. Yeah. When we say justice for Patrick, we need it to come from the top of our lungs, to the bottom of our feet, straight from our hearts every day. If you do not say it with your full chest,
Kama useme na sauti yako yote,
you are not doing Patrick justice.
hauko nafanya justice kwa Patrick.
And let's keep this energy.
Na tuache tufanye hii energy.
As I have the chance to introduce
Sisi ndio wanapata chance ya kuambia
Pastor Israel Siku.
Mchungaji Israeli. When Cain killed his brother, he thought that nobody was watching. When this officer pulled up the trigger and shot Patrick in the head, he thought that nobody was watching, but God was watching. And there's one question that God asked Cain. He said, "Where's your brother?" And it's the same question that has been asked today, "Where's Patrick?" And Cain said, "I don't know." But God said this: the blood of your brother is crying out loud. So I come to tell the TRPD that the blood of Patrick is crying out loud and is crying for justice. Cain thought by killing Abel, he was silent. But he made a mistake. He forgot that the blood can speak louder than the word. And the same thing that this officer did when he pulled up the trigger, he did not silence Patrick, but he made Patrick speak louder and louder. Because now is the entire world that is speaking and asking for justice for who? For Patrick. He thought that he put the hand at the life of Patrick, but one thing he forgot, that Patrick had brother and sister that will stand for him and fight for him. And until when we get justice, we will not stop fighting. The only way to stop evil is to expose evil.
That's right.
The only way to stop evil is to fight against evil. You have to take an action. If that video was not released, people will not know how Patrick was killed. They try to hide the truth, but I do know one thing, that God said, anyone who commits murder, I will come after you and I will expose you.
That's right.
Even though you are hiding from the people from Michigan, I want you to know, officer, you are not hiding from God. God knows you, and sooner or later, He will put you out there, and we will know who you are, and He will bring you to justice. You pulled the trigger and you took Patrick's life. But one thing I want you to know, the maker of Patrick was watching you, because that soul has a value to the eyes of God. You shoot him as a black man, but God did not see him as a black man. God saw him with a value, and he said that this is my man, I made this son of mine, and I will fight for him. You, by shooting him, I will raise another generation. I will raise people who will fight and stand, and I will make sure that something like this will never happen again. And that's why we are here today. Because we don't want another parent to have a broken heart, a broken spirit, to say that I will go through the same thing that Peter went through. No, we are here to stop the violence against black people. We are fighting against African. We are fighting for African American in this country. All right. We have people who sacrifice their life. We have Dr. King who stood up and he fought for the justice of our brother in this country. So the same thing we are going to do. We will make sure that another life will never be lost in this country in the hand of the police officer. And the question that was asked to Ken was, what is your brother? He said, am I my brother's keeper? Am I my brother's keeper? Let me tell you something. You are your brother's keeper. You are there to watch for justice to be served, to protect that this thing will never happen again. Are you the brother's keeper? Yes, you are. You are here to fight for justice. You are here so the truth can be exposed, and the lie of the enemy that are trying to put against parties will never prevail. Question was, are you your brother's keeper? Yes, you are. That's why we are here. We are watching that justice will be served. But there's one thing also I want you to know. You can hide from people, but you will never hide from your conscience. The Bible says anyone who commits murder will run all the rest of his life. And I want to tell you, officer, you will run all the rest of your life. You will not find peace until when justice will be brought against you, and you will serve the time in jail. Because our God, when he comes into justice, he never looked the color of the skin, but he always looked the guilty one to make sure to pay what they have done. And that's what you will serve. You deserve to come to justice, and we will prevail. You will not shut us down. We will fight until when we get justice for Patrick. I just want you to think about this. And I'm asking you this question again. Are you your brother's keeper? Are you your brother's keeper? Are you your brother's keeper? Can you stand to fight for justice? Can you defend the right of your brother? Can you defend the right of your sister? So make sure that you fight hard. And by fighting hard is by changing the law, by voting and putting the right people who are going to stand and speak for you. You cannot just say and not take action. A word without action will not amount to anything. You have to put action. And the only way we can end this is to put the right people in the office. There you go. People are going to stand for you, people are going to fight for you, and people are going to listen for you. Amen. I will never forget, and I will finish by this. When we left that office, when they showed us the video, they came to me and they came to Peter. They say, what you have seen here today, don't share it to anybody. When they show us the video, this is what they told us. Both detectives, what you have seen here, promise that you are not going to share it with anybody. You cannot hide the truth. That's right. Say it. And Peter said, they killed my son like an animal and they want me to be shut, to be quiet. I will be quiet. I will speak until the world will know. I will speak until the world will see. And that's what Peter did. He has been speaking since that day. He has been declaring and he has been saying it, that they killed my son like an animal. They killed my son. They executed my son like an animal. We will never be quiet until when we get justice for us. This family deserves justice. Yes, they do. I was in that room when this man saw. Peter saw the video how they shoot his son in the head. Yes. I cannot describe how his face changed. He almost collapsed. He had no word. A grown-up man like this shedding tears like a small kid. They took something precious away from me. But one thing they forget. The more you kill us, the more we will stand up and we will fight. And we will make sure this will never happen again. God bless you.
So as we sit here at these Capitol steps, we need to center the family's voices first and foremost. So we're going to hold space for another family ready to come and speak.
My name is Sarah Shekanena, and I want to speak how this hurts us as mothers. Things that happens to our daughters and sons, it hurts us more than how even it can hurt them.
Kitu nafikia watoto wetu wanawake na wanaume, hatujue kisa kinachosema inatuluma kupitia kisa nawafikia.
I want to express this to show you how she did feel, Mama Dorcas, the time she received the news.
Nataka kuwaonesha kisi Mama Dorcas alisikia wakati alipata habari ujumbe kusema Patrick anauliwa.
I had to ask her first before I say this to make sure she's okay. I do say it, and she said, "Yes, you can say it."
Nilimulomba mbele, nilimuuliza mbele niseme kuona kama iko okay, iko mzuri, akasema utenda kuzungumza.
When she received the news, Patrick is dead.
Wakati alipata ujumbe ya kusema kama Patrick ameuliwa,
she fell down.
She collapsed.
And her lower back broke.
Na mgongo yake kavunjika. Chini ya mgongo
and she stopped bleeding.
Akaanza kutoka, akakuwa anatoka damu.
For just 1 hour, she bled for 1 hour.
Alitoka damu panda ine saa moja.
We have a right to defend ourselves. It's like 3-4 years now before another election. So while we wait to vote somebody out, they could kill somebody tomorrow. I keep hearing people talk about people being preyed on, predators. Usually when something is under attack, it defends itself.
You know
so a lot of the action being said, we have a right to defend ourselves.
And that's why you go organize your community. You go do the work with your people. You get them ready, okay? That's what you choose to do. You choose to organize your people and do that at that space.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go.
Good afternoon, family. My name is John Sloan. I'm one of the leaders. I'm in Michigan at Detroit. I'm not going to take up too much time except for to thank the family for giving us the ability, the privilege of supporting this afternoon. A reporter asked me earlier if this makes me happy, if I feel gratitude for seeing all these faces out here today. I was stuck in finding that answer. Because I wish I didn't have to see all these faces out here today. I wish we didn't have to see another black body killed in front of us. In order for there to be movement and support behind the idea that our lives have value. And that we matter. So I ask all of you today, when you walk away, when you go home, to not let this afternoon be the end. To let our actions here be a step forward. To continue to put pressure on elected leaders. To continue to change a system that isn't broken, but is working to do exactly what it was meant to do, to keep a social order, to keep division, to oppress a people. So when you leave here this afternoon, I want you to remember Patrick's name. I want you to remember this family. I want you to look to the person to the left and to the right of you. And to make a commitment and to make a decision that this is not the end. That our activism will continue. And that change will happen because we will make it happen. That change will happen because we will refuse
to live in the status quo.
Tulikatala kuishi kitu wanatuangalia.
That change will happen because we will stand up and speak
Na mabadiliko tafika
and demand the recognition
kama tunapigana.
that our lives matter.
Na tunasema kama maisha yetu ni ya muhimu.
Thank you, God bless you.
Asante Mungu anabariki.
Before we close out today, I want to reiterate why we're here. We're here for the family, and we're here for Patrick. We're here to demand justice. We're here to demand justice. We want the unnamed killer cop identified. That's right. We want him fired, and we want him arrested and prosecuted. We cannot leave here today and not demand justice. After the protest is over, we still demand justice for Patrick. Justice for Patrick. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out today.
All right, so we got 2 things left. Like I said twice already, we are remaining peaceful at the family's request. We are honoring the family's request. If you are not listening to the family's request, you are not with us. We are not to interact with any police officers, any police killer cops at all, period. After this dismissal, anything after this is not official by BLM. If it does not have our names on it, BLM Michigan, BLM Detroit, BLM Lansing, BLM Port Huron, BLM Dayton Harbor, BLM KZoo, BLM Flint. If it doesn't have any of those names attached to it, it is not official and it is not by us and it's not for you. We understand that you can lift up the name of Black Lives Matter. We understand that you do want to march. But at the same time, we're trying to keep Black lives safe and held. We will not scream and chant without a plan. We will not take a rest without a plan. We will not fight without a plan. With that being said, the family is coming forward with a GoFundMe request.
Okay, there is 2 things I would like to say. There's a GoFundMe for Patrick Lyoya. You can find it. It's out there. It's a GoFundMe for Patrick Lyoya. Any contribution would be good. And we have the burial service tomorrow. The funeral is tomorrow. It's going to be in Grand Rapids at Renaissance Church. And it's going to be at 11 o'clock. And then we can head to the cemetery at 1:30. So please, I would like everybody and on behalf of the family to show up tomorrow and let's show this killer that Patrick had a family and he had people behind him and who are supporting him and who are speaking on his behalf that he made a mistake for taking Patrick's life. God bless you.
What you doing?
If you want to get involved with us, if you want to work with us, we have space for you. If you want to find out how to get in contact with us, scan these. They have all of our information on them. Where to contact us, what events we are having. If this is your only form of protest, just to let you know, there's more to be done.
Okay.
We talked about legislation. We talk about defunding the police. But guess what? We need people to do that. We need you to be proactive in every form. Legislation, streets, in schools, in courthouses, supporting Black lives. Once again, if screaming at the Capitol is your only form of protest, it's for naught. Because we work year-round. We know this is going to happen again as long as we keep ourselves in the hands of white supremacy. We understand that this will happen again, but we have to come back to these Capitol steps over and over again. But will you fight over and over again? That's my question. Allies, we have space for you after you are vetted. Allies, once again, your job is to protect Black lives. If you're an ally that's not doing that, get out. With this, we are dismissed. Justice for Patrick.
Okay.
All right. So, you heard what it was. I'm signing off. Peace.
Oh, this is the other agent.